Right now at 5 on this Monday, President Donald Trump says his administration will partially fund SNAP after two judges said the government must keep the food aid program running. Thank you for joining us. I'm Anthony Austin.
I'm Heather Crawford. The U.S. Department of Agriculture had planned to freeze payments to the SNAP program starting November 1st because it said it could no longer keep funding it due to the government shutdown. That program serves about 1 in 8 Americans, and it costs about $8 billion per month nationally. The average monthly benefit is usually around $190 per person. However, it is not clear tonight how much beneficiaries will receive or how quickly they will see value show up on the debit cards that they use.
And for some families, affording groceries is becoming more difficult. Here on the First Coast, food pantries are feeling the pinch from higher demand. Our Fariha Abrar shares how volunteers are handling the uptick of people in need as they handle the growing strain on resources.
Most volunteers serving food banks around the First Coast have been helping out for years, but they're saying they're getting more demands today than they ever have.
There was always a great need, but we've seen a doubling in the need of clients that are coming here for food.
A spike in demands at Northeast Florida food banks as the federal government shutdown drags on and food aid remains in limbo. On the first Monday of November, the Trump administration announced it will partially restore SNAP funding after federal judges ordered payments, but it's not clear when or how much Americans will receive for their SNAP and EBT credits.
Young man, and he had told us he had lost his job. That seems to be happening more and more as well, and just had never been to a food pantry before, so you could tell he was distraught and had never been there before, probably somewhat embarrassed.
The USDA confirmed about $4.6 billion in emergency funds will be tapped to restart payments, allowing for about half of the usual monthly deposit. Yet food pantries are already feeling the pinch, with the shutdown now extending more than a month as more families show up.
Normally we see anywhere between, I would say, 40 to 60. Now it has literally doubled. We are seeing upwards of 120, 130 families coming.
At a press conference in Jacksonville Monday morning, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis was asked what the state is doing.
I know there's a lot of mobilization in Florida. I know that our Department of Agriculture is leading, and we're happy to support those efforts.
However, he blames politics for freezing the funds and slowing down relief.
But that's all it is a political game. It's not being driven by any, real substance.
As the back and forth in D.C. continues, food pantry volunteers say they'll help as much as they're capable.
We will pretty much take anything that's donated, whether it's shelf stable. We have the capacity to freeze and refrigerate food, whatever anybody in the community wants to donate.
Reporting in Jacksonville, Fariha Abrar, First Coast News, on your side.
And there's a lot of organizations here on the First Coast that are helping out, and they're also in need of donations. To find a food bank near you, you can text the word food right now to the phone number you see there, 904-633-2402, and we'll send a list to your phone right now.